Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Finally, after a few months which I wait for this BYD Atto 2, I have it on test drive, on review, and I have it for the last 3 days, and finally I can make the review and I can give you the information about it. In this video will be a full review, interior, exterior, material quality, technical data. We will talk about everything including the multimedia system, plus I will add some info regarding the driving because I already drive it. And I was pleasant surprised on how smooth and nice the car it's riding. Of course, I will have a separate video, the full test drive with consumption and all the information regarding how it's on the road. Definitely check out that video to get more information on how it's to drive. But in this video will be really interesting because we will talk about the material quality and everything regarding the car. I will leave in the description all the technical data regarding the car. If you want to read it, just feel free to read it out. Now, first of all, they offer, at least in Europe, in Romania, here where I am, it offers in two versions, Active and Boost. Active is the entry-level version. The price is 30,500 euro, and the Boost top of the range is 32,600 euro, and it adds some extra features which are quite useful. But anyway, we will talk about that as we go in the video. The version that I have with me is the Boost version. That means you have full option, 360 degrees cameras, all the safety features, and as you will see as we go in the video. Now, both versions come with a 51.1 kilowatt hour battery. LFP battery is the Blade battery from BYD, which is one of the most safest, one of the most longest life battery you can buy these days, and it's also take up small space, and it's also not so heavy, and we will talk about that in a second regarding the weight of the car. But the usable battery capacity, it's 45.1 kilowatt hour battery. In the beginning you will think like, man, the battery is quite small for 2025, why it's so small? And the most impressive thing is that the car weighs only 1,570 kilograms, which is very impressive for an electric car. It's one of the most lighter SUV electric car you can find on the market these days, and because the battery and the car it's light, the battery and the powertrain is very efficient. I was so impressed and I was blown away by the consumption. Probably in this class it has one of the best consumption. Even though it doesn't have a big battery, the consumption it's really impressive. So this car it's very efficient. So if you want to pay as less as possible for the electricity that you use in your car, then this BYD Atto 2 will make a lot of sense. The range of the car with this battery, it's around 312 kilometers. This is the combined consumption highway plus city, but BYD says that you can, if you drive only in the city, only at speeds up to 100 km per hour, you can reach up to 463 km, which is quite impressive from such a small battery. The consumption 16 kilowatt hour is the combined, but for the city it's only 10.8 kilowatt hour. We will test that in the test drive video. Check out that video to see if it's true or not. You get the point here. If you want to use as less energy as possible, this car might be a very interesting option for you. Plus, let's not forget that this battery that BYD use, there are 3 times longer life, like the cycles. It has up to 3,000 cycles charge discharge. That means it can last even 1 million kilometers without any problem, and plus they are safe, they are not take on fire and stuff like that. So yeah, this is kind of one of the safest battery as well. When it comes to charging, in AC up to 11 kilowatt, in DC up to 65 kilowatt. Also here you will say like maybe, yeah, 2025 65 kilowatt hour in DC, it's a little bit less, but if you think about the size of the battery, then it makes sense. I mean, why you will need super fast charging when you have a small battery? So you can charge it also from 10% to 80% in around 30 minutes. So basically it's the same as you will charge the other cars which have bigger battery and faster charging rates. So yeah, will not affect you too much. Then the power of the car, 177 horsepower, 290 Newton meters. It's a front wheel drive only. That means it has only one electric motor installed on the front. 7.9 seconds 0 to 100. top speed 160 km/h. It comes with MacPherson independent suspension on the front and torsion beam on the rear. The weight of the car, as I said, 1,570 kg, which is impressive for an electric SUV. It's quite light, 11.5 meter turning circle, and the size of the car 4.31 m, the length, and the wheelbase 2.62 m. We will talk about that in the test drive a little bit more about the stability, but the size of the car, it's basically perfect if you have a family. You will see with 2 kids, or 1-2 kids, I think you'll have more than enough space here, and I will show you in a second. Now, regarding the space, trunk space 400 liter. If you fold down the seats completely, it will go up to 1,340 liters, and the ground clearance 16.5 centimeters. It has also vehicle to load. It's capable to send electricity to other electronics. The rims come standard 17-inch rims. Yeah, I know in this class the competition have most of the competition have bigger trunks, but you will see that the way they design the car, it's very practical, and also you have plenty of space here in the back for the second row. But anyway, in general, those are the most important technical data about the car. Let's go outside. Let's talk a little bit about the exterior design, then we will go inside and we will talk about everything here. This is the key, very simple, lock, unlock. It comes with keyless entrance. Also, you can unlock the trunk. It didn't come with automatic liftgate in the trunk. It's normal, is this in this price range. And you have another button down here. This is for starting the engine. Basically the motor, the system from outside. If you are, for example, today it's kind of cold outside and you stay and speak with someone, or you are at in home and you want to go to the car, you don't want to open the app, you just press this button, the car will start the system, and then the climatic system will start, and so on. So when you go inside the car, you will be ready to drive and the climatic system will be on. So yeah, you can do that as well. Also, when you lock and unlock the car didn't come with an animation. It's basically simple: turn on, turn off the car, the lights will turn on, and when you turn off the car, the lights will turn off. So nothing crazy here, and it's normal for this price range. I mean, at 30,000 euro starting price, what can you expect? And for the top of the range model, 32,600 euro, you can expect to have a lot of crazy things, right? Even though the car offers a lot of things. When you lock the car, you can basically lock it also from here, from this button. So if you press this button, you can see the car is locked. It comes with electric folding mirror, which is super useful, at least when you park in tight spaces, in the parking lots, in malls and stuff like that. This is very, very useful. And then, of course, you can unlock the car, unlock the trunk, only the trunk from here. It didn't come with automatic liftgate, but you can unlock it from the key. And in general, this is what you can do with the key. From the key, guys, you can, when you press the unlock button, you can open all 4 windows. Just hold this button. And when you lock it, when you press the lock button, it will close all 4 windows. It's great to know that you can do that to somehow change the air inside the cabin or ventilate the cabin from outside from the key. Basically, this BYD Atto 2, it's built on the same platform as Dolphin and Atto 3. But it has a different design, and as you remember, the Dolphin look quite different, Atto 3 the same, but it didn't use the same design language, you know, like the other car manufacturers. They have always they try to bring the same design language. Here it's a little bit different, so that's not a bad thing, that's a good thing, because you can choose on your own preferences. But this car sits somewhere between Dolphin and Atto 3, just as a size. It looks really modern, really attractive. For me personally, I would say I really like the exterior design. I say it's quite it has a quite nice combination between an electric car, kind of round shapes, and in the same time have some characteristics of an internal combustion engine car, which I like a lot, to be honest. And yeah, from this perspective, I really appreciate 17-inch rims standard on both versions, so you can change here. I like the squarish look of the car, so don't expect that this car to be sporty. This car is built to be comfortable, to be a family, spacious, great comfortable city to, yeah, not only city, but comfortable car to drive, and to give you that comfort, that nice plushy smooth feeling. And you can see it's quite square, so also the aerodynamics is not incredible for the highway. That allow you to have a little bit more space inside the car, which is also very useful, and I will show you when we get inside. You will see how good of a space you have. Plus, if you look at the A pillar, how it's designed, you see it's quite straight up, and then it comes somehow a little bit lower. So the window, it's also a little bit higher here. Why is that? Because in this way you have an amazing visibility as a driver, and I will show you when we go inside. Perfect visibility around the windows. And that remember me of some Japanese cars that have kind of the same approach, and that was a real success. And you can see here BYD bring it as well. In the back, it looks even better. I'm really love the tail lights. I think they are quite unique, and they have a beautiful 8 infinite idea design. I really like that. I have to be honest, I love the tail lights. They are one of my favorite, and I can't believe I can see such a good quality and kind of a three-dimensional effect on a car that costs around 30,000. BYD tech inside, turning signal LED, tail light, it's LED, and it's an LED of very good quality. I have also LED on my Tesla Model S from 2020, but it's a cheap LED, if I can call it like that. And you can see the light bar that goes across the back. So lovely. The tail lights and the lights in general look gorgeous. A little bit lower, BYD Atto 2. Then you have also the number plate, and you can see LED lights on the number plate. This is the reverse camera, by the way, on the entry-level version. If you get the entry-level version, you get only rear camera. You don't get the 360 degrees camera. So for 2,100 euro, I recommend you to boost the game and buy the top of the range version, because you get more for your money. You get 8 speakers instead of 6. You get 360 degrees camera. You get heated seats, heated steering wheel, and what else? I don't remember. I think the steering wheel is also other quality, not like it is on the top of the range version. But yeah, I have to check that. But anyway, there are a few things. Otherwise, from the point of view of safety feature, you get all the safety features also on the entry-level version, which is very good. Down here, this is the fog lamp, by the way, which is LED, very powerful. 4 sensors on the rear for the parking and safety feature. And by the way, you get on the entry-level version only on the rear sensors. On the front, you don't get sensors. This is also something that it remind me right now. And on the lower end, you have some gray here. It looks quite nice, quite like an air diffuser, really interesting. A little bit higher, you have a wiper. Normal windows, so no tinted windows, which is also fine. Heated window on the back. I like very much the spoiler. It has such a sporty design and interesting shape, and lines around here. You have the brake light, there is a radio antenna, and here you have also those roof rails, also in this chrome matte, which look cool. And it's also very useful. I mean, it's quite practical. You can carry different things. But overall, it's very interesting as a design. I really like it. Overall, it's quite attractive. Now, the handles are also integrated somehow in the door, which is very helpful. And I like that because it will improve the aerodynamic. But also, when you touch it, they are such a good quality and they sound good. The door sounds really good. For a car at this price, hear this out. In the back, it sounds even better. Up here, some rubber up, rubber down, but the transition between the windows, it's very nice, very smooth. I like it. And also here in black glossy, a little bit lower. I like the fact that they add those plastic protection around the wheels, which will protect the paint of the car in time. So not only the battery will last longer, but also the paint of the car, because if you scratch it, you can change only those plastics. And down here on the downskirt, the same. And in the front, the same. So you will avoid having some rust around here, which is again very practical in long term. Here is the charging port on the right side. Also pretty good quality on the charging port. AC, DC, 11 kilowatt or 65, up to 65. But it's also possible to send electricity to other electronics. Those are the 17-inch rims. I saw that they use Hankook tires. Hankook is one of the best tire manufacturer in the last year. They grow a lot, and I have also Hankook on my car, and I find it extremely good quality with very low consumption. And I see now they have also here on the BYD collaborate with them, I guess. Anyway, rims matte, pretty simple, 17-inch to improve the economy. I think they could add also bigger one for the look, but I think it's much better like that, much more efficient. So they did right. So 17-inch is perfect. Ventilated brake discs, normal brake calipers on the front, and on the rear also you have brake discs, or they're ventilated. No, they are not. Normal brake discs. Yeah, it was a little bit of rust, and I was thinking it's ventilated. But yeah, BYD design here, turning signal, turning indicator LED. Here is the camera for 360 degrees camera. I like the leg of the mirror in black glossy, and it's very smart integrated here to improve the visibility. Also this A-pillar, it's in black glossy, and here you have the blind spot and pretty big mirror, some black glossy inside. And overall I like this window because it's designed like that. You have lovely visibility as a driver. And there, of course, on the windshield you have the camera and the sensors, camera for reading the traffic speed limit signs, and it works together with the radar in the front. I will show you in a second, to help you stay between the lanes. And this radar is for adaptive cruise control. I will test it in the test drive video. Check out the test drive video to see. This is how it looks from the front. Again, quite attractive, really modern. And those are the headlamps. You have here adaptive headlamps, full LED, no metric, but full LED adaptive. They're also quite nice. I didn't test it yet. Tonight I plan to make the videos, so check out the video, test drive in the nighttime, and there you can find more information and we see how they work in the nighttime. BYD tech, and here you have the turning signal and the daytime running light when you stop the turning signal. In the middle here, BYD, quite simple layout to improve the aerodynamic. The front camera is down here. Here is the radar, and here it's the grill and the cooling, which is passive cooling. It doesn't have active, it's not active cooling, doesn't have those pedals to close and open. And here you have some air intakes, real air intakes, huge air intakes on the side to improve the air flow around the car and the aerodynamic. What I was impressed to see is that in the front they have the sensor here, you see? So they have one sensor here, and then the second sensor is on the other side. But what I don't find are the other sensors. So basically in the front the car have only two sensors, and I guess they count more on the radar or on the camera. So yeah, quite interesting. But yeah, overall this is the exterior design. What do you think about it? Now guys, under the hood here, where you have this manual hood, you have the motor, because it's a front wheel drive. You have the motor right here, and you can see it. You can see all the system right here with BYD writing on it. BYD make a lot of parts in-house, so most of the components are made by BYD, which is crazy good because they can sell the cars also at a good price. You can see here it's plenty of space. I was expect to have some storage space here. They can definitely make some storage space here, but yeah, they decide not to. Not sure what's the reason, but yeah. And here you have the fuse box, the liquid cooling for the brakes, liquid cooling for different electronics, and here you have the wiper. And that's the hood, which is pretty heavy. I think they could save also some, maybe they could save some weight also on the hood, but probably for the safety reason, they leave it with this material. Anyway, let's go in the trunk. Manual lift gate. You see also the sign where is the button. What I love about the entrance and the trunk is that it's square. You have huge entrance, which is good. You have the handle here to close it. Pretty big entrance. I like that. And also you have a flat floor, which is pretty helpful. You have some storage space left. Here you have some hooks left and right. Some storage space here. LED light, and under the floor you have huge amount of space, exactly what I told you. You see, huge amount of space here for cables or whatever things you want. And the interesting thing is, right now I cannot show you that because you see you have plenty of stuff here. But you can take this floor, take it out completely, or you can put it lower. So I cannot do it right now because I have all that stuff there. But you can put it all the way down, right? So if you put it all the way down, then you win all this space here, and it's huge. When they calculate 400 liters, they calculate with this like this, right? So that's why it's 400 liter, but usually it's even more. If you put this all the way down, you have more space here. I hope I'm not forgetting my tripod down there. Now, if you want to fold down the seats, you have to do it 60-40. You cannot fold down the middle part and carry 2 passengers. How you do that is very simple. You pull this like that, you push it forward, it goes all the way in front. Here the same story, pull it up and push it forward. Very simple, flat floor, exactly what you need. And also the quality here, it's quite good. I like the quality and the transition between the back of the seats. This is the space and this is the way it looks here. It's relatively big space, I would say. You can still carry big items, even a wash machine, a fridge if it's not too long, and even mobile parts and stuff like that you can carry without any problem here in the trunk. And then if you go on the side, entrance is relatively big. The seat belt, you have to pull it with your hand manually, but yeah, the entrance is quite big because also the shape of the car, it's quite square. So this is it. This is the entrance in the back, and as I said, pretty good quality here. I like that. So yeah, I would say it's pretty practical. Down here on the leg, I love the fact that it's a flat floor, so you have plenty of space on the legs as well. So it's very useful to put different items there. If you want to put back the seats, you have to put the seat belt as well. And you have to go on the other side and hold the seat belt. So that's the thing, if you want to make it properly, of course. And then you have to go here, take the seat belt. What I love is the fact that the seats are so light. Wow, they're one of the most lightest seats I ever touch. I love that. Exactly what I told you. They save also some weight on the seats, material or whatever. They're very light, but in the same time, they hold the good quality, and we will talk about that in a second when we get there. This is the door and this is the design. By the way, on the entry-level version you don't have those LED lights here. So here on this version, top of the range, you have LED light here inserted into the doors. Up here, even though it's plastic, it looks like leather. You see how smart they design it with those stitches, so you have the impression that it's soft material, like it's leather. And then you have here kind of a soft material, and then you have here this leather, so leatherette, ecological leather here, and you can see also the stitches, and it looks really good. And here is the button for the windows. You can fold down the windows up almost completely down, only 1 centimeter left there, which is very useful. No double glass on the rear, no double glass on the front. I will show you in a second. Here is the handle, here is the speaker, and another speaker here. And yeah, here you already see some storage space here for the drink, which is pretty big, helpful. And this is the entrance, quite big entrance. And this is the way it looks inside with the seats. Leatherette seats, so it's ecological leather, pretty good quality. This is the stitches here, perforated. I like that. It feels really good. I really like because it's plushy, and exactly how this car is designed to be comfortable. Those seats are designed to be comfortable, not sporty, not harsh and strong. They're really comfy. And here in the middle you have also quite flat, so for a third person can sit here. And it's also very plushy. I love the seats. They're plushy and soft here as well, because you don't have an armrest, so even a third person can sit here without any problem. But I want to show you something before we continuing there. I want to open this panoramic glass roof. It comes with this panoramic glass roof, so you can open it up like that. You have also this curtain that protects you from sun, which is very useful in the summer in many countries where you have a lot of heat and UV radiation and sun. I think it's very useful. Plus, right now you have this beautiful view, plus a lot of light coming inside the car. make you feel much better, much more positive. I don't know, it gives you a nice vibe. Here you have the hook behind the seats. Even though they're designed like a kind of a sporty seat, they are super comfortable, guys, and they are soft. And I like the fact that in the back of the seats they keep this leather, and I like that storage space here, very smart. And here, and you don't have that annoying strong plastic here. Isofix, you can install 2 child seats also here in the back. And let me go inside. Love the fact that we have a flat floor. So you have a flat floor here. You can, yeah, go without any problem, left and right. Plenty of space here. Oh man, I forget to adjust the front seat in my driving position. I always forget that. Let me adjust it. Not always, but most of the time. So if I have to drive today right now, I will do it like this. Yeah, this is my driving position. So let's see, 173 centimeters, how much space I have behind myself. And trust me, as I said, oh, I'm so sorry, it was so clean here inside. And because it comes the autumn, we have a lot of leaves. But yeah, anyway, this is my driving position. And this is the space, 173 centimeters, huge amount of space. I can stretch also my legs under the front seat, so I have plenty of space. On the head, I have like six fingers, something like that. More than enough space on the head as well. Pretty good position here, very good visibility outside, more than perfect, I would say. I like it, it's comfy, it's nice, it's soft here on the arm. Nothing to complain here. Handle, LED light, good quality also on the roof. I like that, quite good quality. Now in the middle you have one USB-C, one USB 2 storage space here, which is very useful. And then going in the middle, man, it's so easy going in the middle. I told you, so much space here. This is the space on my knees, more than enough. This is the space on my head. Like, I guess here on the head I have like 5 fingers if I stay straight, 4 fingers if I stay right here, because you have this shape. But overall it's good, man. But what's the most impressive is the fact that down here it's so soft, and on the back it's so soft. That's why they didn't put that armrest, because oh my god, the person in the middle, wow, it's pretty comfy here. I like it. You don't have headrest, but it's so comfy here. I like it. Stretch my hand left, like completely, right, yeah, almost completely I can say, but you have more than enough space. And I think even three person here. But where is the, wait, ah yeah, it is. Where is the seat belt? That was the question, is right here. But yeah, I think you can stay here in the middle for maybe medium long trips without any problem. Anyway, this is the dashboard, very modern. I love the dashboard, and I love the configuration of the center console, because you have the space for your phone there, and you have the physical button, and all the settings can be changed easy. The steering wheel, it's quite nice, and also the screen in the middle, well positioned. And overall, it looks like a modern new car for me, and I like that. I mean, it's simple somehow. It's keep a lot of physical buttons, so a lot of ergonomy is good in the car. And in the same time you have some classic look, classic feeling, and also in the same time they bring some new modern new edges, and I like the way they combine those two. Here it's a different story. Also here on the windows, no double glass, so it's simple glass made in 2 parts, can be folded all the way down, and you have another part here, even though you have a good visibility, even though it's split like that. Now the door design is basically the same, but here in the front this time you have soft material here. So everywhere here it's soft material. Here it's also that soft material as in the back, and here you have this leather, ecological leather all the way here, ambient light, the same as on the rear. And here you have the buttons, electric adjustable mirrors, fold the mirrors, lock and unlock, and the buttons for the windows, lock the windows. Here you have storage space, relatively big storage space, and then you have the speaker. Normal pedals, so no aluminum pedals. And what I love about this center console, I told you, I'm a big fan of those center console where you have the place for your phone and different things, and then under the center console you have another space where you have their USB-C, you have SD card, mini SD card port, USB 2, and then you have a 12-volt port and huge amount of space down there. I like that. I like it a lot. And plus, these quality materials around here and here and here, it's very good. Good quality. Great job. Now, electric adjustable seat for the passenger and also for the driver, which is very good. This is the entrance, and this is the panoramic glass roof, and those are the beautiful seats in the front. The seats are very comfortable. They are designed, even though they look quite sporty, they are designed to be comfortable. They are designed to be soft and nice and plushy, and I like that. I like this plushiness. I always go for the comfort instead of dynamic and sportivity, and those seats are quite plushy and nice, and they are heated and they are also perforated. They are not ventilated and they don't have massage function or stuff like that. Of course, in this price range you can expect this, but they are very comfortable. They feel really good, premium, and I like that. Here you have plastic, here you have some soft material like kind of Alcantara microfiber, something like that, and then a little bit higher soft material here everywhere. So you have soft, you don't have plastic here. By the way, guys, everywhere it's soft. Love it, right? So I told you, inside pretty good quality. And then you have those vents which feel good, look interesting. And what else? Let's go inside. Here, by the way, you have a radar that read your face, tell you if you're tired. Safety feature, plenty of safety feature. And this is the visibility that I told you. You see this angle here that they design. They make it special to allow you to have a good visibility outside, good visibility in the mirror, and also around the windows, because they have this A-pillar a little bit higher. You have a lovely visibility outside, kind of a round windshield, lovely visibility. I like that. Also, you have speaker on the A-pillar. Here you have the mirror, which is covered with this plastic around. This is for safety. I'm not going to take it out, but you can take out this plastic, and then you have a frameless, nice edges. Visibility is good in the mirror. Up here you have LED light, SOS button, microphone, and of course the buttons to close and open the panoramic glass roof, a sunshade. And then here you have LED light, quite nice. It's LED, cool. And then you have a big mirror, lovely quality. And then you have a microphone here, by the way, and also one here. Now here, by the way, in the back, guys, visibility is also good because you have this squarish design of the car, so visibility around the car, it's quite good. Here in the middle, soft material, leather, there you have plenty of space. And then they have this, it is a safety feature. So this one is to cut the seat belt. You can cut it in case of an accident, and it's locked here. You can cut it for this. And then here it's broke the window. So you broke the window, or here on the side to go out, just in case you're locking the car. This is a safety cool thing that BYD bring. Plus you have plenty of space down there. And then you have two cup holders here. And what I like so much, it's one of my favorite trim that I see in the last period, is this gray mat. Look at this gray mat with the buttons. It looks so good. Look at this gear shifter, gear selector. Man, it looks so good. It's kind of a crystal angular gray insertion with some dark plastic window glass over it. It looks so cool. I love it. I love this. This is so good. No fingerprints, but in the same time it looks really nice. You have start stop engine button, blind spot, auto hold. You have from here, you can change the recuperation. You can go from high to standard. And here you have the hazard light, perfect position it right here. Then you have also the different driving modes. So the car have a few driving modes. We will talk about them: sport, snow, eco, and normal. So you can switch between those driving modes. And then here you have the defrosting, climatic system wheel for volume, and this is the park button. And from here you go in drive, reverse, very simple like that. And here, of course, you can charge your phone wireless right here, 15-watt charging. On the entry-level version you don't get this, so that's why I tell you go for the high trim, because you get more and more stuff for the money. And then of course, nice design, the vents here in the front, soft material, soft material. The glove box is big, it's huge basically, not big, it's really big. And then this is the steering wheel. You can adjust it up, down, forward, backward from here. Super simple. Also the shape of the steering wheel, it's also flat down here a little bit but round overall. But I like the grip, I like the quality, and also I like this gray insertion also on the steering wheel. Plus physical buttons, guys, physical, practical, simple to use, simple to change different settings. From here you set the cruise control, autopilot, and all other stuff. We will talk about that in the test drive. Here you change the volume, the tracks, and here you can have telephone voice command, and also from here you can customize the screen. This is the screen in the front, and then the screen can be turned black, dark in the night, or bright like it is right now. It's not super customizable, but you can still customize and see different information in the front, the most important information. You can move from simple to classic, so you can have a simple view like that, or you can have the classic view, and I like more the classic view. I don't know why, I like it more. And what else? You can go left and right, you can change the temperature here, very simple, while you're driving, and the vents speed, which is great. While you're driving you don't have to go into the menu. Here you have also information about the car, if the car has some error. Here you have some nice view and consumption here. By the way, exactly what I told you. Here's the tire pressure, driving speed, average speed, and here you have a nice graphic with what happened with energy in real time. By the way, exactly what I told you. I was so impressed these days. I was having to look in the settings to see why it has such a low consumption. So I have 5.5 kilowatt hour, kilowatt, yeah, hour until here. So I was crazy impressed. Anyway, yeah, and overall this is it. You have all the information right there on the screen. You have everything you need right there. It's simple to understand. Yeah, I will show you more as we go in the test drive video. Good. Going forward, this is the most important fun part. If you get the top of the range version, you get a 12-inch. If you get the entry-level version, you get a smaller one. I think it's 10-inch or something like that. But the cool part is that you can still rotate it, and you can choose how you like to see the view. And to be honest, it really makes sense in many situations. For example, this is the navigation, right? So you can see it has different layouts, super smart layout. Here you can search for the charging stations super quick. So it shows you all the charging stations around you. We will talk about that in a second. But the cool, interesting thing is that once you set it up, you see you have a different view. If you prefer it like that, you can have it like that. So you see the navigation going up and stuff like that. Or you can turn it around, and then you can see the navigation in a different horizontal way, whatever you want. And all that settings layout is changing, like you're having a different multimedia, and I love that. So cool. Anyway, now down here on the lower end, you will always have on display whatever things you want, because you can hold it for a few seconds and you can configure it. You can add an app or wherever you want. You can add it down here, so you can go in shortcuts. So for example, if I want to have this one, I have to take out something. I don't know, what can I take out? I will take this out because I already have this button here, physical, and I will put this navigation, and now the navigation will be right here on the lower end, and then you can go in navigation directly here. So for example, I go to home, I press navigation, I go directly to navigation. It's so cool. All those stuff down here will always stay on the screen. The vent speed, the temperature. Here in the middle you have the climatic system. You go directly to climatic system, you choose different settings where the air to go. You can go here to hit the steering wheel, the seats, and so on, and even some extra settings. Going back, you have also the possibility to split the screen in two, just like that, or just like that. If you put it vertical, and you can see navigation, and here you can see whatever things you want, and you can also, yeah, close it like that. So very smart. This is the back button. This is the home screen here with all the information. It has voice command, of course, and radio and stuff like that. And then this is the second page with all the apps. This is the third page with all the apps. BYD Assistant, like voice command, BYD Store, manual, you have it here, the theme, you can change the theme, the vehicle image here, you can see what's going on around the car. It's one of the best 360 degrees camera on the market. I really love it. It's easy to understand, it works quick, and it's very, very clear. I mean, the resolution of the camera are great. You have bird eye view, you can see from every angle, but if you don't like that, you can see also the front, the rear, side cameras, which is super, super convenient. And yeah, that's why I tell you I would go for the top of the range version for sure. And here you have some extra settings. Good. Then you have Spotify. In the future, from what I understand, they will have more collaboration with a lot of apps like YouTube and so on. Here you have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, smart charging, it's some settings, album, here utility tool, data monitoring and so on, media center, telephone connectivity, and so on. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless. If I'm not wrong, if I remember well, it's wireless. But you have to delete some of them, yeah, in order to work, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, probably, I'm not sure. But I think you have to delete some. Anyway, I will definitely try to make a separate video on how to connect it. But I want to show you something else. If you go to settings here are the most important settings. You can also search it up here, or you go yeah, on the left side you have everything. And I love those layout. It's so simple, like a computer, like a game. It's so simple to understand and to go in different settings. That's why I love. So most of the setups here on the BYD, it's easy to understand. So here are the exterior lights settings. You have courtesy light, you have locks here, super simple to understand. Here you have the audio and display. You have all the settings from audio system. Notifications here, simple to understand. Screen settings and brightness, and the instrument, for example, clusters, brightness, and range display, dynamic or standard, depend how you want to have it. Here it gives you also some info what that's supposed to mean. Energy, you have high, recuperation or standard, charge, discharge. So here you can choose. And energy consumption, it gives you also the information about energy consumption. And I told you I'm crazy impressed with the consumption. But check out the test drive video to see what kind of numbers we can get, because I didn't do it yet. I will do it later. Seat, heating, AC settings, intelligent assist. Here you have driving control with all the settings here. You have also steering wheel, sport or comfort, or brake assist, comfort or sport. You find it here. Comfort drive, auto fold for the mirrors, cabin perception. That's why I tell you the sensor from here read your face, driver monitoring settings, fatigue, distraction, and all that stuff. You can deactivate it. I don't understand why they didn't put all those settings in the driving settings, something like that, because I want to have the steering assist mode and brake assist mode and all those things. I want to have it in the same place with the recuperation of energy, for example. You know what I mean? I mean all the driving settings in the same place. Anyway, going to vehicle, going to service, some info regarding the service. Here we have the ADAS, intelligent cruise control. We will test it in the test drive video. All that lane assist, keeping the car between the lanes and the distance between the car in front. Here we have safety assistance systems. All that safety features will come standard also on the base entry-level version. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. Park assist, parking sensors, and the last one is the system with the link with the Bluetooth and connectivity, general settings here, time, date, language and version, and so on. But yeah, pretty cool, pretty easy to understand, easy to go in different settings. I like it. Plus we have all those super simple to switch from here, the different regenerative brake, and here you have the different driving modes, so you don't have to worry too much and go to change. But yeah, if you want to change the steering wheel, you have to go to driver controls. This one I wish to have somehow easier to control those, the comfort, steering wheel and sport, or the brake assist. But yeah, I guess no one changed this too often, so it doesn't matter too much. Anyway, in general, I think I show you everything. The navigation. I want to talk a little bit more about the navigation, which I find it extremely good. I love the graphic. The graphic of the map look fantastic. I like the fact that You know, it's moving really quick, so you don't have a lag. Look at this, no lag at all, which is great. I like that, and I like the fact that you have always on the screen all these charging station with green. So you find the charging stations super quick around you, just like that. And plus, that's not all. It's simple to understand. You can see here until where you can drive with the battery that you have. You see 261, so it shows you exactly until where you can go, which is super cool. And then you have also this button to show you all the charging stations around you. And of course, let's don't forget, you have also the point of interest, and they collaborate with Google Maps, so all the point of interest are taken from Google Maps, which is fantastic. If you want to find some food, you get all those restaurants around here which are taken from Google, which they have all that ratings and stars and stuff like that, and even picture. You can see data taken from Google. So look how cool is that, man. So how cool is that? Tell me. It's incredible. You see picture, you see people, what people say about it, if they like, they don't like the food, how fresh it is, stuff like that. You can see prices and even prices on the parking lots. Where are the parking lots around there? So man, they are so complex. They become so complex and so cool. You can play and start driving, and it shows you also the traffic, if you have traffic in some areas and stuff like that. It's really convenient. So yeah, I will definitely love, I would say the map, it's extremely good. So yeah, overall, I love the car. Nothing to complain regarding the multimedia. Probably one of the best. Of course, it's not perfect. They can improve some things here and there, but overall I would say it's between the best on the market. Anyway, that was the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get some useful information. Finally, I got to make this review with Atto 2, and I would say, even though in the beginning it seems to have a lower range, seems to have a lower charging speed, overall, if you want to have an efficient car, as efficient as possible, to pay as less as possible for the electricity that you use in the car, then this car will be a great option. And of course, it's very comfy, the seats are great, the material quality, the multimedia, the safety features, the look of the car, it's nice, and it has a fantastic battery, one of the best battery, long-lasting battery, up to 1 million kilometers, and it's one of the safest batteries. So I would say for a family that didn't make super long trips often, this car, it's a great option. So that was the video. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. That will mean a lot. Thank you to all of you that watching my video. Really appreciate. So thank you, guys. Thank you for being here and supporting the channel. I appreciate. Stay safe. Don't miss out the test drive, and we'll see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.